Hello out there, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Euler, aka Jimmy Nemesis, here with you. Welcome to another Autism Asperger Syndrome video. And as always, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And now, with that being said, the title of this video is affectionately referred to as the 3 A's. It's called Autism, Asperger Syndrome, and Anger. How does it all work? Well, come for a walk with me. Right now, the guy that's over there with that lawnmower, that guy down there is kind of pissing me off because he knows I come up here to do autism videos. So as soon as he seen me, naturally he had to start up the lawnmower. Of course, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So that's one of those things, that whole lack of respect thing. I'll get more into that a little bit later on. But right now, like I said, in order to find out how it works, we have to define what each one of them means. Autism, of course, is by definition a neurological disorder. By all means, it's nothing bad. A lot of people think it's a bad thing, and it's really, really not. It just affects the senses, okay? And Asperger syndrome is a higher functioning form of autism. And there is a spectrum. It's called the autism spectrum, and the spectrum is ever widening, okay? There's different ends of the spectrum. You have some people that are non-verbal that are on the spectrum. Then you have people, as it goes further up the spectrum, you have people like me who are very high functioning, and you know, we're able to walk and talk and think. But the difference with us is the people that we refer to as Aspies, we're more sensitive to things. We're more sensitive, like I said, it all involves the senses, okay? You know, there's certain things that our eyes can't tolerate. There's certain things our ears can't tolerate, certain sounds. There's certain smells that we can't tolerate. There's certain textures with touch that we can't stand having it touch us, and we can't touch it. And like I said, it varies from person to person, because no two people with autism and Asperger syndrome are the same. Okay? Me, I'm unmedicated. I'm not on any medicine, which means, more or less, basically, folks, I can flip out at any time, and all it takes is that one thing to do it, and that's all it takes. So now, I always enjoy talking about sensory overload. Sensory overload basically is more or less what its name implies. It's when your senses take on too much, and the overstimulation is overwhelming, okay? And sensory overload leads in what's called a meltdown. A meltdown is nothing more than an explosive release of energy. I always tell people that when I'm experiencing these meltdowns, the best place to be is somewhere where I'm not. Because whenever this happens, whoever and whatever's around me, there might be a very good possibility that they could get hurt and or severely injured, whatever, you know. So that's why I tell people, if I tell people I'm in meltdown mode, that is not what you call a good time to mess with me. And it seems like, you know, that's what people do because they're idiots, and, you know, they know about, you know, oh, hey, Jimmy's having a meltdown. Now's the time to get him. No, now's not the time to get him, you know? So, anger. Let's talk a little bit about anger. Anger, basically, you know, when somebody loses their temper, you know, and each person has a different, you know, anger level. Some people have more tolerance, some people have less tolerance. A person with Asperger syndrome, like me, I have very low tolerance. I mean, I get angry about everything. This video should be very self-explanatory for those people that do not get me or understand me, okay? So how does it all work? Well, it's like this. Sensory overload, leads to overstimulation. Overstimulation leads to a meltdown. A meltdown, being an explosive release of anger or energy, can lead to anger, very furious anger. The recovery from the meltdown expends just about every single part of your energy, okay? Which leads to a person getting sick all the time. A person with Asperger syndrome has a tendency to be sick 99.9% of the time because of everything that's going on. But anger, the anger issues, I mean, there's some people with Asperger syndrome and their anger is completely off the charts. The only time my anger is completely off the chart is when I'm experiencing meltdown symptoms. It's like when I tell people to please get away from me and they don't listen to me. It's like, you know, oh, they want me to go off on them, so then I do, and then they're like, why did you go off on me? Hey, I told you to leave and you wouldn't. So, you know, so basically at that point in time, you really don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter, you know? But like I said, it affects people in different ways. Like right now, like I said, the guy on this riding mower over here, like I said earlier, every time I come out here to do an autism video, this guy's gonna jump on his lawnmower every damn time. And of course, he's gotta be here and operating a riding mower. Yeah, Redneck 101, right? That's kind of loud around here. Like I said, the noise. There are certain sounds I cannot stomach. That's probably one of them right there. You know, that's why I don't go to a lot of car shows or a lot of tractor pulls. The sound of engines kind of turns my stomach a little bit, and that's all part of it right there. A lot of people will be like, he don't like car shows? Well, he's not human. He don't like trucks. He don't like automobiles. I don't even own one, people. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? If I wanted one, I suppose I would have one now, wouldn't I? But that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, I hope this video answered a lot of questions. Like I said, the autism, the Asperger's, you know, the anger, everything ties together. It all, you know, they always say one thing leads to another, okay? And, you know, hopefully I was able to help you guys by making this YouTube video. So anyway, with that being said, I shall take my leave. I am Jimmy Oiler, aka Jimmy Nemesis. That is my wrestling name. I'm going to be doing more videos in the near future. Probably sometime this weekend I'll be doing some wrestling videos because I am a professional wrestler / manager. You know, so anyway, thank you very much for taking time to view my video. Like I said, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good day.